Hi YouTube, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. And if you're a new subscriber or a newcomer, you should subscribe. Welcome. Thanks for finding me. Join in, click the subscribe button. I'll truly appreciate it. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to stay productive because I know this generation, we struggle with attention span, and our attention span is so small and so short that before we finish one task, we start another task. So I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips on how to stay productive. Okay, so tip number 1 that I have to stay productive / organized is clearing your space. You do not understand how much whatever current space you're in physically reflects so much on your productivity. Just because I notice, like, if you're in a dirty room, your mind is cluttered, you feel sluggish, you feel lazy, you feel like how your current state is, messy, and you're all over the place. You can't really get things done because you don't have a clear mind, you don't have a clear room, you don't have a clear office, you don't have a clear house, you don't have a clear car, you don't have wherever you are, it's not clear, and it's going to reflect on your mind. And start off by cleaning your room. You have a schedule, a routine. Routines are so important. Just because I feel like when you have a routine, it gives you something that you need to do and accomplish. I feel like as we get older, we kind of lack routines as much, just because when you're younger, you have to wake up, go to school, go home, do your homework, eat. And, as adults, we have a little more play time, just in terms of not having someone tell us what to do. Instead, it's just like you got to report to work, come back home, and if the dish is not clean, if your room, the laundry, you do the laundry when it's already packed up full. Everything is kind of just like all over the place. So if you have like a laundry day, washing the dishes, the time to wash the dishes, whatever the routine is, just so that way you can have a consistent, clear space is so important in your productivity. So definitely a clear space. And another thing with clearing space is clearing your phone, not hoarding pictures. I'm a victim of that, but I'm currently deleting like 500 photos a day just because, like, we're on our phones daily. So that's a reflection of us, like, hoarding photos. When you're trying to do something productive, take your notifications off, put your phone on do not disturb, put the notifications for your text off, put your phone on silent. I have my phone on silent throughout the whole day because if I'm trying to do something, I don't want a text before you do something. A text comes through. But I feel like if you just put your phone on do not disturb or just clear notifications constantly and not checking your phone, then yeah. There's also an app that I've heard that locks your phone, so you can't even get in your phone if you really don't have self-control with staying, like, productive or being attentive to one thing. You should probably get that app. I gotta find the name, but if I do, it'll definitely be in the description box down below. But yes, clearing out your space. Phones, rooms, car, productivity is really a reflection of what you are around. So yeah. Tip number 2 is have a to-do list the night before. The way I organize and stay productive is I have a planner, and with my planner, I plan out, now we're in March, towards like March 20th, towards like the 20s, I will plan April. Now towards April 20, I'll plan May, and so forth. So that way I have a concrete plans of what my month is looking like. Of course, plans are subject to change, but at least I'm going into the month with a motive and going. It could be the simplest things I'll write on my calendar. Such and such birthday dinner, laundry day, it could be like anything, just literally sticking to the plan. And business stuff, work stuff, dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, just everything. Write it on your planner and to-do list the night before, so that way I have a monthly planner, but then I break it down to the week. Okay, what's my goals this week? What do I want to do this week? What do I want to accomplish this week? And it feels good to tick off on your to-do list. So the night before, I was still write down, okay, wake up, go for a walk, 10,000 steps a day. Then after that, just have a very detailed list of things that you want to do. So that way you're not going into every day like, what do I do? And it's just like you're wasting time. So yeah, definitely to-do list. And you could create it on your iPhone. It's so simple. You literally can have, like, let me just show you right now. You can have to-do list. And then one thing I love is this little circle thing, which is, I don't know if you guys saw me click it, but it's like this circle right here. And then you could mark it off. You know, I can't see it. It's because I'm looking at it. You just click it to mark it off. You could write walk, and then you click, and it's done. So then that way you feel like you accomplished something. Clicking something is so, like, it's like a little adrenaline rush, a little like what's that, endorphins are pumping like after a good workout. So yes, create a to-do list the night before, so that way the next morning you be like boop 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 boop. Number 3 is reward yourself after checking off a to-do list. So for instance, let's say you're at work and you have to make 100 calls a day or send 100 emails a day. After making 10 calls, or whatever you're doing, I'm just giving an example. After making 10 calls, you can just have a little candy or drink a little of your juice, or kind of make it like you're longing for something, and once you reach that goal, when you have intervals of your goal, then you kind of just like check it off. So I noticed rewarding yourself off of like the little accomplishments, like it doesn't have to be like something crazy, just listening to music after 10 phone calls, or once you complete setting off your to-do list, you have like a 5-minute break. You know, split things up so that way it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, I have 100 emails to send out, and I just like that way you break it up 10-10, and you reward yourself. Listen to some music, listen to a song or something in the middle of your next task. So number 4 is complete the small task first. Because when you try to tackle on the big task and then you don't get it done, it becomes a domino effect, and then you just end up not getting anything done. Because you're just like, oh, I couldn't get this done. And you just kind of like bring that energy to all your other tasks, and you just don't even care to get the others done. Even if it's as simple as like doing laundry, you end up not even doing it for the day because you probably didn't get to have your meeting or whatever. So it's like completing a small task first before tackling on the big task will be really helpful, so that way you feel like you achieved something for the day, and then you can go on to your next. And my last tip for this video is time management. Time management, of course, like literally managing your time. Just being able to not dwell on something so much. You kind of have like a rubric. Okay, like I want to only spend 2 hours on this client, or I want to only spend this, and you set boundaries so that way you don't overlap times, and then you literally just have structure to you, and it doesn't like, oh, I intended to spend 2 hours, but I end up spending 4 hours, so now that cuts off time of me doing this and that. Just time management, and if you're dealing with someone else, let the other person know like, hey, I have something going on at, I'm scheduling you from 2 to 4, and that way they know, oh, okay, like I can't go past 4. Setting boundaries for yourself, so that way you could just manage your time and manage all the stuff that you want to do, because I know productivity is the key to success. Being productive, just being busy is good sometimes. Being busy in a productive way is good, so definitely like being productive is not easy. Trust me, there's some days I'd be like, forget it. I'm not doing it. Excuse me. Sometimes I'm just like, forget it. I'm not doing it. Like, I'm done. But, you know, it's definitely key to having an organized, structured, routine lifestyle. And it's just good to have that skill of time management, because you will get so much more done if you just manage your time. Well, anyways, that concludes my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you guys live a productive lifestyle, productive life, and I'll catch you guys next week.